I also think that we should take it positively. If we are just taking poses, it's great,
It's
because
true.
somewhere you are giving the practice to your mind to think in English. If you are just exploring with any problem or any that kind of situation where you need to reply, but you are not able, and you are speaking continuously, you are making mistakes, what is the result? There is no
Yeah,
result.
what is the
But if
point?
you
Of course.
take pose, so you will come to know that what to speak, what is the question, and
Yeah.
how I can tackle with this question, how we
Now,
can overcome on this challenge.
yes. Now, what I understood throughout this journey, I understood that first we need to be a good listener. First, we
Hmm.
have to listen.
Yeah.
Second, we have to understand what other person is asking. And third, we have to give respond calmly, politely. So that's how we would be
Hmm.
able to perform. We would be able to represent ourselves in a beautiful way. You know
Yes.
these things I really learned, but I really learned very instantly. So now I am following these things
Great.
in
Great.
my speaking.
Actually,
Yeah.
what happens when we are just talking to each other, na? So we always try. This is our turn. Now I
Yeah.
have to reply.
Yes.
So I have to do my best. And we
Mm.
don't want to listen to the people what they are asking and
Yes.
what there should be reply. We always think if somebody is telling, so in between I'm going to preserve that what I am going to speak next. So
Next.
don't
Yeah.
think about next, just listen to your partner first. Then
Yeah.
you will be able to speak in proper and right manner what
Yes.
is required in your conversation.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And we tend to make mistakes because we feel that I just want to give answer of this question,
Hmm.
and in that hurry, in that rush, we really make lots of mistakes. But it
Yes.
shouldn't be like this because I'm not telling for the for the sake of telling, for the sake of
Hmm.
exaggerating the things. I'm just telling from my experience. I really messed up things and I really made a blunder when I was not thinking before responding, when I was in hurry to give answer, when I was in rush, and when at that time also I was not able to understand the question what other person is asking me. Now first I
Hmm.
listen very attentively, then I understand, then I give time to my mind to think the exact the right information, so that's how I can produce or I can generate the right answers in that way. So now I am learning. I am really improving a lot in that way, and I am feeling very
Really.
confident.
Splendid way of learning. Actually,
Yeah.
I would say listening attentively makes our conversation effective and impressive.
Yes.
Because when we listen attentively, that time only we answer with attention.
Mm.
And that is important.
Yes,
Great.
that is extremely important. We have to
Hmm.
understand. Yeah, as soon as we have to understand as early as possible. Otherwise, we would be able to speak, but we would not be able to speak in a very effective way. We
Great.
can give answer, but maybe other person can't be impressed of your answers, of your response. So we have to give answer that other person can feel a good, a good
Hmm.
can feel right about you maybe.
Wonderful. Actually, you are really doing great. And first of all, you are thoughtful. If somebody is thoughtful, so they can make a conversation in a polite manner that everybody would love to listen. Because when we are thoughtful, we are not in rush, so we are able to express our thought beautifully.
Yeah.
And when we are able to express our thoughts beautifully, so that time somewhere we are creating that atmosphere that is giving learning to others as well, because they are thinking, they are listening, and they are observing something fruitful and lucrative from us. and that will be happen only when we are listening attentively and we are speaking with attention.
Yes.
You are working continuously on your spoken, so where do you find yourself, your growth means, how do you understand that how much you have you are able to speak in front of others? Is there hesitation, or you have just win over that hesitation and now you are able to speak confidently? Even I am also noticing that there is no hesitation, you are speaking worthwhile. Yeah.
So, well, if I talk about myself, so I can say that I vividly remember that from where I started learning this language. So at that time, I was zero. I was zero at English, and
Hmm.
I can say I was pathetic in English, and I was completely underconfident. I was extremely nervous, and I was shy. I was, um, I was pretty, I can say I was a pretty introvert person. I
Hmm.
was like that. But I think in a year that I have seen a drastic change in my speaking. I can say that my overall personality has transformed because of this language. Now I feel, while having conversation, now I really feel very comfortable. The first thing
Hmm.
I really can, I can say proudly that now I am very comfortable with this language. Now I can't say that I am underconfident. Obviously, I have boosted up my confidence level, and literally I am happy that because of my confidence I am able to express my thought, and I am able to dispatch my message in I think in a good way. I can say now I have learned a lot, and there is no hesitation. But yeah, sometime at times I feel hesitation if I feel that this person is superior than me, and
Yeah, it's
better than,
natural. Yeah.
yeah. So that time I feel, I felt nervous, but I don't demonstrate that
Hmm.
nervousness on my face. I just try
Hmm.
to suppress, that nervousness, and I just try
Great.
to show other person that I am very confident person. Yeah, so
Really, it
that's how
happens.
I can perform well. Yeah.
Yes. Even it's
Yeah.
not only with you, it's with everyone. If
Yeah.
there is someone in front of us who is at another level, so that time we feel real a little bit hesitation.
We will
Uh,
reluctant also. Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And another way we can say this is a kind of mindset also,
Yes.
that we think that this is superior and he or she is speaking so proudly and so effectively. So would be able to speak in front of them? Would I would be able to give our best, to give my best in front of them? So it's like that.
It's
But
like that.
when we are determined, when we are committed to speak beautifully and effectively and efficiently, so we do our best.
We do our
Yes.
best. Obviously, I completely agree. I think we are on the same page because
Hmm.
earlier my mindset was like that. If there is a person, I feel that this person is superior, this person is better than me. So
Hmm.
naturally, it was a natural process that I used to feel reluctant, and I used to
Yes.
feel nervous, and obviously, and if you
Yes.
are feeling nervous, and if you are feeling reluctant, and if you are feeling that I am underconfident at that time, so I really believe, I firmly believe you cannot perform well because of your
Yes.
nervousness.
That time you are surely going to make mistake.
Surely, you are going to
Yes.
consciously, mindfully, very well. So then I thought, what if this person is better than me? I'm going
Hmm.
to give my 100%. I'm going to
Hmm.
present I'm going to present myself.
Hmm.
How can I be present myself in front of other person with confidently?
Yes.
So then I thought, so since then I have this thought process. So now I can say I can perform well. Yeah, sometimes I feel reluctant and all, but yeah, I am okay with that. And now I'm able to suppress. Now I'm able to hide my feeling. Earlier it was not like that. So
Yes.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Great. Here I can resonate with you on this term because when we think that we are going to hesitant or someone is superior to us, so we should think that where is our journey, where we exist in our spoken journey, and where do they exist in their spoken journey. Maybe you would have completed 1 year, few months, or they would be practicing for long time. So obviously there will be some drastical change in their spoken, their voice modulation, and each and everything, pronunciation, grammar, and everything whatever we are practicing here. But when it comes to our journey, so we should only compare ourselves
True
that
that.
where we were and now how we are exploring in front of strangers. So
Yeah.
that time you will feel confident, and when we feel confident we are not going to make any kind of mistakes. Even
Yes.
in confidence you are making mistake, but that mistakes are always not being judged. You know,
Mm.
they are not in the mirror of judgment.
Yes.
Mostly people neglect those mistakes if you are speaking confidently. Yes, there could be confidence, but there shouldn't be overconfidence. Yeah.
Yes, yes, because overconfident is also not a good thing, and at the
Yes.
same time, underconfident is not a good thing. You
Hmm.
just be confident, not overconfident, not underconfident. So in that way, that's when you would be able to perform well. You would be able
Yes.
to express your thought and your ideas in a proper way. Otherwise, you will messed up the things. I used to the
Really.
things someone asked me a very random question, and that time I was not prepared for that question.
Hmm.
So that time, because of nervousness and because that question was new for me and I was not aware before. So then I used to make up mistakes. I used to make up mistakes consciously. I knew
Hmm.
at that time, I knew that I am making these mistakes, but because of nervousness or because of that I didn't have knowledge about, I didn't have knowledge what she's asking to me. So that time I used to make mistake, but now I have changed my mindset. No, I will I will respond very calmly. I will think, before responding. I need to think, I need to take pause. Earlier I was not taking pause. If someone asked me any questions,
Hmm.
instantly, without thinking, without having a second thought, I
Speak.
just try to give the answer. But now I don't do in that way. I take pause and I think before responding. So that's how I can say I'm doing well.